Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas, your source for Ford news, update, and information with a video on the 2025 Ford Mustang Mach-E. We are going to give in this video talk about the Select trim because the order banks are open up right now. A lot of people don't realize they are, and I'll tell you why they probably don't think that, but they are open up. You can order with your dealer. That is how you do that. You cannot order one online. You cannot buy one online yet. Production does start in January, and they already are starting to schedule for those production dates in January. There's less than 100 unscheduled retail orders in the order bank for the Mach-E for 25 model year. We have 6 allocations this month that we're looking to get scheduled for. So we're looking for some orders. You want to place an order. We're doing invoice pricing for the 25 model year if you're looking to get a good deal. We'll talk about other different ordering tips that you might think about if you're ordering from your local dealer, just to kind of have no surprises and everything. So check out the timestamps. There is a timestamp for that, as well as different parts of this video and different sections of it. So we're going to get into this. We are going to use Ford's website to get us an idea of what's going on, but there are some changes, and I have some images of the interior because I actually did get a chance to see one of these in person at Electrified Expo in Austin, Texas recently, and got some images for you that I can show you what that interior looks like with the new console and the new frunk, and what that looks like as well. So let's dive in here and use Ford's websites to kind of reference us here and get us going. Now, if you want to go and look at this, you're going to go to shop and build and price. Now, the reason a lot of people don't think that order banks are open up is because typically when they open up, you see, the build and price for that particular vehicle. Well, on the electrified vehicles, it's done a little differently. Like on the Lightning, you can't order a Lightning through a dealer. It is build and buy, which is why even though 25 production has started, you don't see any, is because they're not far enough into production for them to show up in those retail buying centers for you to be able to buy from, or go to dealer lots. The Mach-E is done a little bit differently, though, than the Lightning is, in a sense that you can order these from your dealer, as well as later, once they start producing these, then you can also buy them. You can build to buy, which is why they're not showing the build and price on the website yet. Plus, they want to sell down the 24s. That's the other reason. But we're going to go in here and we're going to use 24 as a reference. This year, we have the same trim levels as last year. We have Select, Premium, and GT. The Rally actually is a package on the GT. So those are our 3 trim levels again for this year. Now, talking specifically about the Select trim level, last year was $39,995. This year, I have the price sheet in front of me, is $36,495. So it is quite a bit less than it was in last year. Now you see why they're waiting to put 25 in here, because 24 is so much lower, 24 is higher than 25. So, they're wanting to sell these down at dealer lots. So we have one in stock right now. We are well below that. You can save on a 24 with us and be cheaper than a 25 at this time with vehicles that are on our lot. But so let's get into this. And standard is going to be the rear wheel drive, but you can get the optional all wheel drive. We'll get into optional equipment in just a little bit. And because what I'm going to talk about is what is standard at that $36,495 price. Plus the destination and delivery charge for this year is $2,000. So $19,995. I don't have my glasses on, so I had to bring it away from me. Anyway, so about $2,000 for destination delivery on top of that charge there. Standard range is what standard equipment here, and it is showing that the standard range is the only thing available on the Select trim. And we'll get here. Let me actually look for this year. Actually, you can get this in either rear wheel drive or all wheel drive for you. In either the standard range for that, on the all wheel drive, you can get extended range as well. So there is an option. You can, for the Select, get an extended range too. So that's an option. We'll get into optional there in just a little bit. So, but we have on the order guide, though, it does not telling us what our capacity is on the battery, which is a little strange. They haven't, put that out there yet. I'm sure they'll do a public thing when the building price goes live and go over that and say, here's what it is. Right now, they're not giving us those numbers. It just says to be determined on the kilowatt hour capacity. So anyway. So there you go. All right, we're going to actually click into this and go into this. We're going to talk about some of the powertrain mechanical features first. Of course, standard is the standard range for you. And We go to actually this didn't show mechanical features for used to some of the other models where we have mechanical features there. We do have the rear wheel drive motor, so a primary motor, so a single motor for you in the back, electric drive. We do have 3 selectable drive modes. We have engage, we have whisper, and unbridled for you. You have a brake coach that you get as well. So when you're in engage mode, I should say, and so that'll allow you to know how you're doing with your braking coming up to stoplight, stop sign, and such. One pedal drive, which I really enjoy on my Mach-E. So one pedal drive is going to be standard as well. You do have don't forget the combo connector system for your charging port that's capable for either the 120 volt, 240 volt, or the DC fast charging with that little flip down. So you have the J1772 CCS charging, but also for for AC, it's going to be here. Let me go through that. AC charging is 11 kilowatt with a 48 amp capability. DC charging, you have up to 150 kilowatt capability. LED charging status indicator also on that port, which is really nice to be able to see. A lot of times, my son does that with his Mach-E. He looks over. Yep, it's about 80%. You can kind of see that just by looking at it. And then you do have the Louisville Charge Network, which is actually really nice. I go in there and a lot of times I don't even use other apps. I just go into the Ford Pass app and I'm able to set up my charging and everything and find those chargers right on that map, which I really like. Front and rear stabilizer bar as well. We do have ePass, electric power assist steering, electric parking brake with the auto hold that'll hold at those stoplights and everything, which is why that one pedal is so nice. Transmission oil cooler as well. And we do have for this year vapor injection heat pump. Now, I'm not really versed at what exactly that does. All I know is I've been told it's going to make it more efficient for you in those cold weather situations, getting better range. So also, you do have the pedestrian alert sounder. So as you're backing up, it's going to alert pedestrians that you're backing the vehicle up. So it sets those tones and everything. So audible tones that they can hear. Now, let's talk about some safety features here for you. For the airbags, you have a driver and front passenger will have a dual stage airbag. That deploys a different size airbag, depends on how close you are to the front of the vehicle. We also have front seat mounted side impact airbags. We also have those for the rear seats, which is not common. You don't see that in most vehicles, but the Mach-E does have that. So if you have that side collision, it's going to deploy the airbag for not only the front row seating positions, but also the rear seating positions. We also have the driver knee airbag as well. That's going to be positioned so that way if you have that front collision, that steering column comes in, it'll help protect the knees for the driver. We also have a side curtain airbag. That's going to deploy down, has a rollover sensor as well. So if you're going to roll over, it helps from glass coming in and inside the vehicle and with those airbags. We do have advanced track with roll stability control, or electronic stability control, I should say. So what an advanced track does, it's very simple. I like to use a phrase that it helps you keep you on your intended path. So it uses a series of brakes in milliseconds on the vehicle. If you go into that curb maybe too fast, it'll correct you. I've actually had it happen on my Mach-E, seeing just how fast it can take curves, but not an intention of that. But you feel that grip and keep you going, and it's almost just like it really is really helpful. Electronic traction control as well. For this, we do have automatic emergency oncoming, the braking oncoming. That is new. We did see that introduced in a lot of the 25 model year vehicles, including like the Maverick and some of those. And so we don't know exactly a lot about this. We just assume from the wording that if someone's coming on, you have the emergency braking if you're following behind somebody, but also maybe somebody's in your lane, then it's going to also brake the vehicle, because 2 vehicles going full speed is a lot, it's going to be worse. But if one vehicle stopped, then at least it lessens that severity of that accident. So that's what this whole system, I assume, is going to do. Pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking is if you're behind somebody and that car's maybe stopped or going much slower than you, and at your current speed, you're going to hit them. It alerts you. It uses that Ford collision warning to notify you and let you know that you need to stop. It even has dynamic brake support, preloads the brakes, and even will stop you if you're not paying attention. And it has pedestrian detection. So at slower speeds, it will detect those pedestrians and do the same thing. Post-collision braking. So if you're not hitting the brake when you hit a vehicle, then it will brake the vehicle at that time. We have SOS post-crash alert system, honks and horns, flash to lights if you're on the road side of the accident. We do have intersection assist as well. If you're coming along that intersection, it'll brake if there's another vehicle coming so you don't hit them. We do have evasive steering assist as well. So if you're going along and you can't stop in time, but you want to avoid them, it assists in the steering around them. So intersection assist, evasive steering assist, a lot of those safety features, those are things that are initially activated upon delivery of the vehicle, but you can deactivate them if you don't like those systems. We do also have lane keeping system that has lane keeping alert, lane keeping assist, driver alert, and then for this year we do have the road edge detection as well. So let's talk about some of these. Driver alert is going to alert you if you're taking your hands off the steering wheel too often. The aids or the alert system will do is if you leave your lane, it'll vibrate the steering wheel and let you know you've left your lane. Now, if you use the aid system, it'll help try to keep you in your lane by seeing those lines. Now, you can use these together or separate, and so then it'll activate. And road edge detection will actually tell you if you're getting to the edge of that road too, and try to correct you and warn you of that too, just like the alert system will do. We do have advanced security package, which includes a security passive and a theft system, which means only the coded key can start the vehicle, and the perimeter alarm. So if you lock that vehicle up, it's going to secure that perimeter. And so if there's movement inside and such, it's going to honk the horns, flash the lights. Now, actually, I had this happen to my son when we were on our trip to Texas because I locked the vehicle up, but I had the key with me. And I went in to while we were charging, and that he moved around, and that alarm started going off. So beware of that. It'll work for humans too, and if they were in the vehicle when you locked it as well. So, all right, let's get into this. Let's come back to this here and bring back in this, and let's talk about what the look of this. Do we have one on some of the vehicles? You can actually zoom in. Can we not zoom in on this? Okay, well, we'll just go with this angle here. We do have the front fascia is a body colored upper front fascia. That's this around right in here. And then we also do have body colored upper with black molded in color lower. That's this down in here. So molded in black with the body colored insert in the grill. So you're going to see that right there. So that's going to be body colored there. We'll have molded in black around that edge as well. So active grill shutters, they're going to be right down here. They're going to open and close when that needs to give air in to help cool off the batteries and the motors and such. And then we do have front recovery hook for this year. So that is something I think we did. I don't know if I got an image of that, but we did see that on the vehicle at that's going to be on all the Mach-E's. So have that recovery hook up there. And it does say stored under the load floor. So they'll put that recovery hook in the back, but you can then put it in when you need to. 360-degree camera, standard equipment here. So we're going to have a camera on the front, under each of the mirrors, and the back, so you can see completely around the vehicle. You have front parking sensors as well in here, so you can see the little dots if you look close enough on here. So as you're coming up, it's going to alert you if you get closer and closer to different things. Configurable daytime running lights that, of course, just like it sounds, can be configured to be on during the daytime. We have LED projector headlights. These are automatic activated, so automatically come on when it gets dark, shut off when it gets light. When you first turn it on, automatically goes that auto setting. And then projector is so much brighter. That's going to project the light out instead of being reflected in against the bezel and then back out. And we do have LED signature lighting. It's going to light up these up here. It looks really cool on the vehicle when you're coming down the road. You can see, oh, that's a Mach-E right there. We do also have wiper activated headlights, or wipers, or yes, wiper activated headlights, which means that when it starts to rain, you have the wipers on, it'll turn the headlights on. Some states it's a state law, so you'll have that as well. And then we do have the auto high beams. So your high beams work a lot like your automatic headlights in the sense that if it's dark enough outside, it'll turn those high beams on. Someone approaches you, you're going to see the lights, it'll shut them off. And that is another feature you can activate and deactivate in your lighting section of your vehicle settings screen. We have a laminated glass for the windshield up here. So it's like two pieces of glass with plastic in between. It helps if you have something hits it, keeps it together, but also can help with a little bit with sound as well. We also do have rain sensing wipers for the front wipers only, not the back wiper. So as it starts to rain, it'll automatically, turn those on when you have an intermittent settings and you have it activated in your wiper section. And then for the frunk area, we do have a usable frunk. It is a little smaller for this year because of that heat pump. I assume it takes more of that space, so we lose a little bit of your frunk space. But as you can see with this image that I had from Electrified Expo, that you can see what that looks like in there and see what size that is in there. I believe it does have a drain. It is drainable as well. So you can use that as like a cooler, right? Put the ice in there. They used it at Electrified Expo with the ice and the water in there. You can see that from that image we had. So All right, now on the side, now it might be a little different than what we're seeing here. It is a 19-inch machine face aluminum wheel with a high gloss black painted pockets. So it sounds like this is it. I'm actually going to throw you the image from the order guide so you can see what that looks like. It's going to be in black and white, but at least get you the style, what it looks like. We do have black painted wheel center cap with the pony graphic on it as well right there. Tires are 225 55 R19 XL 103H all season tires. You will have the tire inflator and sealant kits. That'll be stored underneath in the back, underneath the under load floor back there. Individual tire pressure monitoring system for all those tires. Four-wheel disc brakes with analog braking system. The regenerative braking that helps recover more of that energy back in and deliver it back to the battery to help your range. For your mirrors, you will have the heated and power glass manual folding mirrors. We do also have LED turn signals on the outside, so people know you're wanting to turn, which is really nice for those when you're coming to those intersections, so the people that are perpendicular to you can see that you're wanting to turn. And we also do have the pony projector puddle lamps. I love these. I like when I approach mine, and you can see that down on the floor. So you'll have that. The ground, I should say. Black painted mirror caps as well for this too. So really, in my opinion, it's really dressed up for a very base model vehicle. We do have the Bliss with cross-check alert, so blind spot information system. So if there's someone in your blind spot, you just put a light in the corner of that mirror and let you know it's not safe to go in that lane at that time. As you're backing up, someone's going to cross your path behind you. It's going to alert you as well. It's going to honk. It's going to go ahead and give you some tones, lights up the dash that you need to not back up because there's someone there. And if you look on your backup camera, we'll also show you which direction they're coming from and going to. We do have front and rear door cladding down here. That's this bottom part. That is a molded in black color. Also, the wheel lip moldings will be molded in black as well. So reflectors on those on the front up there too for you. The upper window molding, so it's gonna be black up and around so on the belt line as well as the upper molding will be black. So you'll have that's a high gloss black actually on the belt line, but then molded in or a window molding will just be the rubber molding will be black around there. Okay. We will have Mach-E that looks like on the door right there. We do have the body colored steel roof on this, so you'll have that 4-door intelligent access, so you can lock, unlock, have the keys in your pocket. You walk up, press the button, it's going to open it. You do have that grab handle for those front doors, so you can press that button. It's going to pop it open. Then you can use a grab handle to open it up. On the driver's door, we do have the security code. Here, let me go to this image. It swipes, but you do have the security code, keyless entry, keypad. And that's, kind of a big deal because a lot of vehicles have lost that access, have lost the keypad, and you're going to have it with the Mach-E. So you'll have that there for you. We do have the shark fin roof antenna up here. You can see that right there. So that's still going to be on it. You're still going to get a rear spoiler in the back. It is black painted on this. Taillights are LED with the sequential turn signals, which looks fabulous. Everybody loves that. Brings that heritage of the Mustang in to the Mach-E. The rear fascia is body colored upper. So that's this part right here. That's considered the bumper. And the lower is going to be that molded in black under there. For you, rear view camera, also rear parking sensor. So as you're going forward and back, you're going to alert you if you get close to things. The camera is going to be located back here and be able to see as you're backing up. It's, of course, under the mirrors as well. 360 camera, right? We talked about that already. Backing up, you do get reverse brake assist. So it's kind of like pre-collision assist in the front, but going back. So if you're backing up, it'll kind of alert you and even brake the vehicle if you don't. So you don't want to run over those, the kids' bicycles and stuff, or heaven forbid, one of your kids back there, right? So that's a nice feature to have. Manual lift gate on this. So it'll have the lift gate. You release it underneath there to open up. And then we do have the center high mounted stoplight. You can't really see it here, but that's a third brake light is what I like to call it. Also rear defrost with rear washer back here and a rear wiper as well. And inside the cargo area, we do have a couple tie downs in there. We have a power point in there as well in the cargo area, as well as adjustable load floor. So that, and I say adjustable in that you can you can go on a lower one, or you can raise it up a little bit if you want to. So you can move that up. So, all right. Interior. See if we can get a decent interior here footage there. So here we go. So you will get floor mats front and rear that are carpeted. Front doors will get scuff plates. They're going to be a black molded in with the pony graphic on there. Lighting, you'll have front map lights up here for you. Illuminated entry system with a courtesy delay that will allow you to get in, and then after a little while will fade off. Rear cargo area light, we kind of, I guess I didn't talk about that, did I? And then we do have second row dome light as well. I think it's positioned back here, so we'll have that as well. Beverage holders, it does say 4. 2 in the front, 2 in the rear. So this armrest back here can lay down with two cup holders there, and then we have 2 up here as well. And there are some actually in the doors too that they're not mentioning. Center console with the pedestal armrest, as you see here. We're going to talk about this in just a little bit. Grab handles, you'll have those up here as well. I actually sometimes hold mine. There's reasons why sometimes I need to hold mine, but now you have grab handles up there as well for you. For the driver and front passenger. Second row also has 2, including coat hooks back there. So if you need to hang your dry cleaning or something like that, you can do that. We do have storage bins in the front doors. So also there's like little cup holders in there. Mat pockets, driver and front passenger seat backs. So they still have those. I don't think we have any images of that. And then the seats are ActiveX seating material. That's kind of what we see on most of the Mach-E's. Again, instead of leather, a lot of people, there's reasons they want to drive an electric vehicle, and sometimes it's because they want to help protect their environment, and that goes with not using animals to make our materials, right? So the ActiveX is the purpose of why the Ford's gone to that. 5 passenger seats, so 2 buckets here, seat 3 in the back. I do like the design. Even on the Select, has a pretty nice seat here for you. 8-way power driver seat, forward and back, up and down, power lumbar, power recline. 4-way manual passenger seat. So you'll see the levers over here. So you have a manual recline, manual seat adjustment. It actually says 4-way here. Just say forward and back and manual recline. But it's showing a lever right here. So I don't know if that's just not supposed to be there, but you'll have a lever up here for it to go forward and back and then recline. That would be your 4 ways. This looks like it's a height adjustment. That would be a 6-way. So I don't know. That's not listed in the order guide, so maybe that's probably not supposed to be in this image. Second row, 60-40 split bench seats, so those can fold down if you need to. Fold down armrest, as I mentioned, with beverage holders in there. 2-way manual adjustment for the driver and front passenger head restraints. That means they'll go up and down. And then 2-way adjustable for the second row. And actually it says for the adjustable seat. So I think all 3 of those headrests will go up and down for you. We do have enhanced memory, so save seatings for driver display, radio, navigation, and driver assistance features, which is really nice. You don't see a lot of base model vehicles. I really feel like the Select on a Mach-E has more equipment than some luxury, some of the upper trim levels and some other vehicles. And I think because of that, I think that's why Mach-E is such a great vehicle, even at the very base Select trim level. We do have the latch system, lower anchors and tethers for children. It means those outbound seats, you can fasten those rear or front facing car seats into those using that latch system. We have for the windows, power windows, global open and close, which means you can open and close them from the outside using your remote, which is really nice. One touch up and down feature for the front and the rear doors. So it means you just hard press it down, let go, and they're going to go down on their own. Pull it up till you feel that click, and it's going to roll them up as well. Power door locks include a power lock and unlock, including an auto lock. So once you get going a certain speed, it'll automatically it'll lock the doors up for you. Child safety rear door locks as well. So those rear doors, you can lock them for the kids so that they can't open those up. Now let's go see. I usually like to use this next image. There you go. For the driver, you do have a little footrest to put your foot on because it's one pedal drive, right? You don't need that. You don't need your left foot to drive. We do have the display. There's a 10.2-inch digital cluster screen with a lot of information in there for your trip, your charging, all kinds of other things there. Your steering wheel is a manual tilt and telescoping steering wheel. Pull the lever underneath, it'll go up and down, forward and back for you. We do have a soft vinyl wrapped steering wheel, which I like, the feel of that. And then steering wheel mounted controls, including your cruise control and your controls for that, your screens and different things and your audio and that kind of stuff. Now for this year, we do have the mono stable gear shifter. So that is going to be located here on the right. So this one doesn't have it. We are looking at 24. Don't forget that. So they have moved it from here so that instead of the dial shifter on the console, they've removed it from the console to give you some room on the console. They've moved these switches that are there to the left. So you have this little opening right here that you can store some things in, including keys, whatever, right there. So you don't have to reach down in here necessarily to get to them. So that is different. So that means they've taken, I believe you on the left was just your turn signal and the right was your wiper. So they moved the wiper features to the left side as a dial and then moved the shifter over here to the right side. So it's similar to what you see in a lot of luxury vehicles. Again, bringing in some of that luxury features to the Mach-E, I believe that you would see in other vehicles. Now let's talk about cruise control. We do have the adaptive cruise control is going to be included with stop and go, lane centering, and the predictive speed assist. So the way this works is the adaptive cruise control allows you to go follow the car in front of you. You'll go the same speed as them. You don't have to hit your brakes. So if they're going much slower than you, it'll slow you down to go their speed. You pass them, it'll resume. Also bring it to complete stop and go again. If you stop for too long, you'll have to hit the resume button, which is not a big deal. Lane centering will help keep you in the center of your lane. So I like this feature. Have this adaptive cruise in a lot of the vehicles that I own, and it's really nice. Predictive speed assist means not only the speed signs, but also when you're going into curves, it sees that you're going into a curve and will predictively slow you down so you can handle that curve without you having to take over and press the brake. Now, you will get BlueCruise. BlueCruise will come equipped with this. You get 90-day trial of BlueCruise for free, included with your with your price that we're talking about here. That's their hands-free driving. Now, for 2025 model year, you have the most advanced BlueCruise technology out there. 1.5, or are we on the twos? Anyway, 1.5, I believe, BlueCruise, which is really nice. I think my son's still on the 1.0 or whatever, and I think I'm on 1.2. 1.2 allows you to use a turn signal to change lanes. 1.4 helps you with those inclement weather like rain and sun coming in and beating on the windshield. 1.5 will actually automatically change your lane. So I'm going to give you an image of this where they actually showed this. And pretty cool. I'm really looking forward to getting in one of these and testing it out and seeing what it's like. But you get BlueCruise for 3 months. We'll talk about some options. You can add some optional equipment, and you can also purchase these at the time of delivery. So you can, hey, you know what? I don't know if I want it. Don't order it if you don't want to. You can order these at the time of delivery. But some of them aren't available once you take delivery. So we'll get into that when we get to optional equipment here for you. But BlueCruise, I like BlueCruise. Push button start. Right back here, so you don't have to get your keys out to get in or out or to start the vehicle. Climate control is a dual zone climate control, so the driver and front passenger have 2 different temperatures there. We do have second row air registers back there too, and then AM/FM stereo, 6 speakers. We do have a MP3 player. We do have Sirius XM with a 360L is standard equipment. Again, that's something you get for 3 months to try it out, and then you have to sign up for Sirius XM after that if you like it longer. And you can get them pretty cheap, like $10 a month, and that kind of thing. Speed compensated volume as well, if you have that set that way and that kind of thing. You also, with the Sirius XM, you have all kinds of, it is a 360L. So there's a lot of advanced features to that with listener profiles and things like that. Sync 4A. So that is the Sync 4A because it's a portrait style screen, 15.5-inch screen. Does a touchscreen, 911 assist, Android Auto, and Apple CarPlay. Digital owner's manual. You have adaptive dash cards. That's these little things down here that you can kind of scroll through, things that you've used more frequently or recently, I should say. Personal profiles as well, which is really nice. So you can set that up and do that. And you have the conversational voice command recognition system. So where it actually listens to you and can, start, using it by just saying, okay, Ford, and things like that. We do also have connected nav for 3 years included in this. We do have EV trip planner. Pinch to zoom. We have live traffic, predictive destinations, and route guidance, and all those features there. It does say in here, after connected nav 3-year inclusion expires, the connected nav is only available as part of the Ford connectivity package. So if you plan to have it out over 3 years, maybe you're just leasing it, it's not a big deal. But if you are going to have it longer, then you might think about the Ford connectivity package, which is next. You get that for 1 year. And with that, you get cellular connectivity for audio and video streaming. You get unlimited 5G Wi-Fi hotspot. So instead of going through AT&T for that, you go through Ford connectivity package instead. So that really, in itself, if you like the 5G Wi-Fi hotspot, really pays for it. It's like $150 for 1 year plan. And again, that is something you're getting the first year for free, but after that, you can sign up for it. So you can buy that at delivery as well if you want, or wait until it expires and then buy a 1-year plan for $150. Also, entertainment on your vehicle. You know you're going to be charging some places. If you're on a trip, DC fast charging, you have a lot of entertainment, games and such, including karaoke. That is also included, but that is part of the Ford connectivity package. The karaoke is. Some of the games should be included already. So, all right, we have auto dimming rear view mirror up here. No lever to worry about flipping or anything. It's got automatic dim it when cars come behind you with those bright lights. Overhead console with sunglass bin. Can't really see in that image. We also do have sliding sun visors, so you can flip those down. They'll slide. They're illuminated with vanity mirrors on the back side of those. Universal garage door openers as well. So you have those on those the driver visors, so you can program up to 3 different transmitters. Your glove box down here that I believe is locking. We have open a media bin area up here with some USB A and C, I believe, if I remember right, on mine. Wireless charging pad as well on a Select wireless charging pad. We do have USB ports, the front row. They're talking about these as well as some in the back. I think another A and C in the back. PowerPoint in the front console area. So in this little area in here, you just flip that armrest up. There's a little retractable door that opens up, and you have that with the PowerPoint in there. And then, of course, Ford Pass Connect that allows you to stay connected to your vehicle using the Ford Pass app. It's a free app you download, connect your vehicle in. You can remote start your vehicle from anywhere. Actually, you're not really remote starting it. You're just kind of turning on your climate controls in a sense. You can unlock and lock it from anywhere. You can locate your vehicle. You can check the status, current charge on your vehicle. You can set up those departure times, especially if you're plugged in. You can use that energy from your plug to be able to get the vehicle ready, get it the climate where you want it to before your trip, so you're not using that battery. So you can schedule those times for you in your vehicle. Ford Pass Power My Trip, so you can have that as well. Locate and pay for charging, so you can set that up and for charge plug and charge, which is fabulous when you have like Tesla chargers and such. That's awesome. And then also it mentions phone is a key. Can be programmed in there as well, even on the Select trim level, it says right there. So there you go. That's all standard. And colors. Let me grab my color sheet and let's go over colors. Okay, so actually, I was looking earlier. So again, Ford does not have like a build and price. Like you can just look at anything available. You're only seeing on their website what is available at a dealer lot. And all along, we've been looking at the Star White one here because within 50 miles of us, there's only 2 available, and they're both Star White. But I did open up our distance here so we can kind of see 32 matches for us, so we can see different colors. Now, this is 24 model year, so we're going to talk about what's available for this year. On the interior, black onyx is the only option for the Select trim level. So you're going to have the black onyx you're seeing there interior, like you're seeing here with basically an all black interior for you here. Now, for the exterior, though, for this year, we do have the Star White is available. It's a tri-coat. So you're going to see it's probably a little more. It's actually not showing price. It's reflected in here, but it's I think actually we got the price guide right here. Let's check and take a look and see what Star White cost. All the extra cost colors are in here. Will show us what those charges are if we elect to go with that. So it's not telling us. Where is Star White? Here it is. Star White is a tri-coat, so it is $1,000, $995. We have that. We also do have the Shadow Black that does not cost extra, so that is also available for us here. Yep, there you go. And then just double checking my notes here. We do have the Glacier Gray tri-coat. That is beautiful. That is also available. Almost got that in my Mach-E last year. Glacier Gray is also $995. That is a cost color. It's tri-coat, 3 coats of paint, just like the Star White is. So that is also available again this year. Make sure that's right. We do also have Vapor Blue is not available this year. So Vapor Blue did go away. None of it. We actually have a 24 in stock right now, but that did go away for this year. Also, this here, Rapid Red, that did go away. So we did away with Rapid Red, but we have a different red. I'm going to show you an image of Ford Media on this. This is the Molten Magenta Metallic Tinted Clear Coat. That is a new color for this year. And that color there is, let me find it, is a $995 for that. So that is a beautiful color. Normally they're $500 for those colors, but tinted clear coats, but this one is $995. And then we do also have Grabber Blue has been discontinued for this year. It's not available. It's the color I have of mine. Is discontinued, but we do have Velocity Blue back. I don't know if it was what vehicles it was on, but Velocity Blue has been a color. It's been around for Ford. Velocity Blue is available for this year, and it is $495 for that color if you go with that, the Velocity Blue. Eruption Green is back for this year, so Eruption Green is $495 for that color as well if you're wanting that color, and a couple others. Grabber. Let me go through the list just for the select here. We do have Desert Sand is available, new color for this year. That is also available for you, and that color is no charge for it. Grabber Yellow is back this year, available in the select, and it is no cost either. And I think that's a cool color for a no cost, whereas some of them are cost money for those. So those are color options for the 25 model year, if you're wanting those. So there you go. So I do have some images from Ford Media on some of those colors, but those are our color options for this year. Now let's talk about some different packages available. And there's really only like a couple that they consider packages. I don't know if we can select some of these in here, but there is a Comfort Package Lite. There was available last year. It's available this year as well. So it gives you the heated driver and front passenger seats there for you. So that gets you your heated seats. Works when you precondition your vehicle to warm those seats up. Heated steering wheel as well. That's included in that. And then you get the driver memory for the powerful and with the power folding mirrors. So driver memory seat and memory for the mirror, including the power folding mirrors, which is a nice feature to have. When you lock it up, you know it's locked up because the mirrors are folded in. So that is a package that is available. Let me get you a price on that. So we have that. That is $1,500 exactly for this year. So that's how much that package costs there. Now, there's some other things in here. Interior protection package. So I actually got this on my vehicle. And interior protection package will include the cargo floor liner. That's included. So that'll go, the floor liner will go in the back of the cargo area. Some of these images will actually, you can almost, my screen's too small to see that, but there you go. Front and rear floor mats as well. The main reason I got this was for that, both of those protective liners without the carpeted mats. So you do lose, it'll delete your carpeted mats, and the cargo area cover. Another reason I got this. So it's kind of a shade that goes on the back of that lift gate. So people kind of shades it. So it's a little bit harder for people to see inside, but that interior protection package, see how much that is. Really wish the website was up. That package there is $495, so not too expensive, and you can add that to your vehicle as well. So those are a couple different packages available for you. Now, some other ones that they can kind of consider as packages, you'll see it's a software package here, and that is the BlueCruise. So you get 90 days as a trial, as we mentioned, and then now they have updated some pricing here for you, but you no longer have a 3-year plan. So disregard that right there on the website. Now we have a 1-year plan that's available. And again, you can order it with your vehicle when you order it if you know you want it, 1-year plan, or you can order it at the time of delivery from your dealer. And I believe it is $495 now for the 1-year plan. There's also an option called a one-time purchase. So they're saying it's a minimum of 7 years, and it stays with the VIN number. So let's say you purchase you end up leasing the vehicle and you get that plan. Then when you hand in that lease, it goes with the vehicle. So that won't be carried over to another Mach-E or anything like that. So the one-time purchase is $24.95 if you want that. So those are a couple different things, options, and they'll consider those a package. Now, the other one we talked about that is new for this year that's not on here from last year, and that is the Ford Connectivity Package. We talked about that. It gives you the cellular connectivity for audio and video streaming, unlimited 5G Wi-Fi hotspots, up to 10 different devices can connect, and the entertainment, the karaoke and such like that. So you get that for 1 year, but then also there's a one-time purchase you can get as well. And I don't have that price. Oh, here. Yeah, I do. It's right here. I'll get it right in a second. All right. The connectivity package here. Give me a second. It is $745 for that. So, they're saying it's a lifetime, minimum 7 years for that as well. So you're talking about $100 a year. So anyway, that's how that works. But you're just prepaying for that right there. So those are pretty much what they'll consider different packages. But let's talk about some standalone options, and we'll start with the exterior. Okay, before we get into the standalone options, I do want to talk about, actually, we're doing standalone option, but I do want to talk about pricing. So the way Ford will actually work this out is you pick on your select if you want rear wheel drive or all wheel drive. So your rear wheel drive standard range will come in at $36,495 plus your destination delivery. Your all-wheel drive standard range is going to be $39,495, so $3,000 more for all-wheel drive to go that route. Plus, again, destination delivery is $2,000. And then if you go extended range, then it would cost you a little bit more. So on the select all-wheel drive, extended range isn't available on rear-wheel drive, only on all-wheel drive for the select. It is $5,250 to go extended range on the select all-wheel drive. So that would be one of the charges that I wanted to make sure that I cover with you before kind of moving down to these exterior features. Now, a couple different wheels. We kind of mentioned, and actually I'm going to show you the wheels because we showed you the standard wheel. There's also an optional wheel. It is a 19-inch monochromatic, high-gloss, black painted wheel. So what's great about that wheel is that is also the same wheel that you can get on the that's in the sport appearance package on the premium. So kind of cool. We kind of have the in the sense of sport appearance package wheel on a select trim, which is kind of nice. So that is an option for you. And let me get the price on that for you. Make sure you get the right one. That is going to be $795 for the upgrade to that wheel for you. So if you want, so all right. And then we do have, of course, only just that one tire, and it's not showing us anything else there. Let's move to interior features, and then anything that's not covered that's maybe new or something for this year, we'll get into that. And actually, on here, it's not showing. But again, because what this is doing here and what we're looking at is actually the build and buy, this is actually what is available out there somewhere else. And so we don't see a lot of those options. When you order and custom order one, you get to pick what you want, regardless of what's out there floating around on the, at different dealer lots. So because of that, let's go through this, and we're going to have to cover these a little bit differently. So one of the options for you, be done at the factory. We're going to break this down from factory and dealer installed options. So from the factory, you can get a black painted steel roof. Now you can't get that with the black because it would be body colored, right? So you can get the black painted steel roof for you. So that there. Go through pricing here is $695 for that price for that if you want to upgrade, which not a bad upgrade if you want that black. Think about it. Get the black wheel, get the black roof, and you got black mirror caps already. Kind of dresses up your Mach-E there. Front license plate bracket states that require front license plate bracket is standard equipment, and the dealer will put it on when it shows up to your dealer. If you're in a state that doesn't require front license plate, like Kansas, then it's a standalone option. Still no charge if you want to add it, and the dealer will put it on for you. But it's something to think about, to remember to order, just in case you don't really think about it. Now, something else that is put in your vehicle and comes along with it is the mobile power cord. And that mobile power cord for this year gives you the cord with adjustments for either a 120 volt or a 240 volt for you to be able to do some of those AC charging, but also now includes the fast charging adapter for the NAS, for the Tesla chargers, right? That's going to be included as well with this. So that is great. I think it's $600 now. Let me double check that because I can't think we covered that in our video. That is now $600 instead of $500. But so basically, you get the Tesla adapter for $100. So it did go up, but you get that Tesla adapter. So that's nice. It's coming with the vehicle. You don't have to wait for it. To be honest, I got my vehicle, took delivery in July. I'm still waiting for mine to show up, and it's November. So I think this is awesome. I think it's great that now is included and be done with the vehicles there for you. Now, a couple other some dealer installed options that are available for you, and which means that they're going to be shipped to the dealer, and the dealership would install them or give them to you when your vehicle shows up. Hopefully, it shows up before your vehicle does. One is a wheel lock kit. So a wheel lock kit allows you to be able to. It'll take one of the lug nuts from your from the factory and put a locking one on there. So if you don't worry about people taking those nice optional black wheels you decide to go with, then you can get that. Now that wheel lock kit is going to be $95 if you want to order that. We also do have the exterior bumper protector. So that's going to go on your bumper, back there on the top of the bumper, and protect that bumper for you. So that also that is available for you, and the dealership would put that on your vehicle when it shows up. It is $125 for that option. The roadside assistance kit. This, you get the Ford accessories because there's not really an install on this. but it is $80 if you want to get that, as well as the first aid kit is $60. So those are two things I just recommend you get through Ford. Through Ford accessories, accessories.ford.com, instead of ordering with your vehicle, because again, it needs to show up at your dealership before your vehicle can be delivered. And so they'll ship it from the factory. Just get it through Ford accessories, and it'll be there when your vehicle, and it'll just be shipped to your house. So that's all the options. Not a lot on the Mach-E, which I actually think is the reason I do it is simplification, so that they can build these and have them at buying centers. So you can do build and buy once they start producing them. But if you want to be one of the first ones, you want to order one and take delivery yours early. They're going to start production in January. We're talking February delivery dates for the 25 model year with the newest BlueCruise and some of the newest features. This is a great way of going about that and getting that. So go ahead and place your order. All right. I think that's it. So, all right. Now let's talk about some ordering tips. We are taking orders here at Law McArthur. We are doing invoice pricing, and we have a $4.95 dealer fee. Nothing else is added to our vehicles. We don't require anything else, which is what I want to talk about is some different ordering tips. Is when you do place that order with your dealer, a couple things you're going to want to do is they're going to ask you to sign the buyer's or the order sheet, I should say, showing you the configuration of your vehicle. Make sure that's correct. Make sure everything on there is what you want it to be. And before you sign that, also get a copy of that. On that, it's going to have your order number. It's going to have the dealership number, even the person that ordered the vehicle for you, and then the price, which is more important because Ford will protect that price from what it was when the time you ordered the vehicle. Prices are very fluid right now. They are always changing. So if the Ford decides they need to do a price increase on the Mach-E, then the dealer won't price you up. They should price it to what it was when you ordered the vehicle, because Ford will reimburse the dealership back that difference of what it was when you ordered the vehicle. As long as the person that ordered the vehicle buys the vehicle, they're going to honor that. They're going to reimburse the dealership back that difference on their dealer payment statement 45 to 60 days later. So the dealer can worry about accounting on that. They should only be charging you what it was when you ordered the vehicle. So including any destination charges if they go up. Ford will honor all that for you. So that's something you want to get. Also get a copy of your buyer's order, because they'll want you to sign that as well. It's called COVP. You have to hand in that, as well as a copy of driver's license. And that's your opportunity on that buyer's order to say, what are you going to price a vehicle? I am seeing the MSRP on the sheet. What are you going to charge me for the vehicle? Like I said, we're doing invoice pricing. So when we print that sheet, we're going to show you, you're going to be able to see the MSRP and the invoice price on that order sheet. And then so that buyer's order should include that price and any dealer fee that's on there. Find out. That's a great opportunity to find out what that dealer fee is as well. Get a copy of that too, and then tie them to that. What else are you going to add to that when it comes in? If this vehicle showed up at the dealership right now, what am I going to be looking at? I want that on that sheet so that I just have that. Because worst thing is that you ordering right now, they're going to produce them in 2 months, be another month before they show up. You're talking 3 months away from right now. You don't want to wait 3 months and then find out they're going to add a bunch of other stuff that maybe another dealer isn't. You just hate to do that and then start the process over again with a different dealer. Don't do that. So this is a great way to protect yourself and to know what's going to happen when that vehicle comes in, and there's no surprises, right? So keeping it transparent, which dealers need to start doing, and that's what we do here at Law McArthur. So if you do a traditional purchase and you finance the vehicle with us, we'll also take $1,000 off if you want to do that. If you lease, probably can't take that much off because leases are done a little bit differently. And so the reason we do that, the $1,000 does come from somewhere, and that's because the lender will actually give us, there's a reserve on that. So we do make money on somebody financing. The lender gives us that money, and that's how we're able to pay for that $1,000. So it's pretty transparent about that and how that all works. So, all right, I think that's all I have. If you want to order from us, go to our website. We have build and price on our website right now. So you can go over to our website and build out a Mach-E how you want it. Put it all and build it in there. Put your name and information in the notes. Put down there you want the YouTube special that Tim mentioned of invoice pricing, and I want to order a vehicle with you guys. And it goes right to our department. Goes to we have some EV specialists in house. There's a team of about 5 of us, and they will help order your vehicle. I'm not one of those. I'm not a salesperson. They will help you get your vehicle ordered for you and do all the things that I mentioned in this video as well. So we're not done. We're going to go over the premium as well as the GT in future videos. So make sure you're subscribed with the bell notification turned on so you don't miss any of those videos. Hopefully you're having a great day. And until the next video, stay positive, be kind to one another, be kind to yourself. We'll see you on the next video.